my god, it's pound stuff for hire. Oh, this is just awful.
We've taken the lead.
I'm playing with pound stuff for hire. Mom, get camera. Camera. Hey mom, get camera. I'm playing with pound stuff for hire. Get the camera here now.
I thought that was badass, guys. So there was a little clip right there. That dude was a trooper. I picked him up for a couple games. I think we hung out, had some laughs, and I think he was from Sweden or something. So he had to go to school. Like he was only allowed to hang out for like 2 games, and I thought that was kind of poopy. But anyways, as I lay under this waterfall, sexy and wet, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the topic. Actually, something along the lines of what just happened, and I wanted to talk to you guys, I guess, about YouTube fame. And this may be a little bit different kind of a topic than I usually do. I mean, you hear a lot of people, a lot of commentators, even myself, has talked about how to get popular on YouTube. What do we think about YouTube, how it's impacted us. And obviously, it's a simple one. YouTube does things for some of these people, some of these commentators, so on and so forth, that never in a million years I would have expected to happen. My entire life I was called a failure, a slacker, and it was true. Don't get me wrong. I completely admit that I was definitely going in a downward spiral, and I was definitely one of the laziest pricks ever. I mean, dead honest, nice guy, but had no motivation, no responsibility, and YouTube changed that for me. It brought a light in, and the glimmer of possibility opened up, and I took the opportunity to seize it. And in all honesty, telling you guys this, I don't feel like I'm any different or any better than any other commentator. I really don't even understand why I have 150,000 subscribers. I don't know what makes me special, what makes me different. And the one thing that I got to tell you guys this, and hopefully you guys understand and don't take it the wrong way, is I hate being treated differently. And you guys are probably like, what do you mean differently? And I know what you're talking about. You guys are just sitting there with your, average size PPs, and mine is extremely, extremely intimidating. But seriously, guys, seriously, I don't like being treated any differently. I really do not. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was my upbringing, dealing with the struggle, or what it is, but I like just being treated like a guy. I have the same interests as you. I love, American football, and we love fucking titties, right? We're equals. So I hate being treated. Don't get me wrong, there's a difference between being treated the way some of these YouTubers are, kind of idolized, and then there's a way in between, and there's a major difference between being, put up on a pedestal and being praised. I love being praised. When you do something great, when I last longer than a minute in bed and Amanda just fucking encore, you know what I'm talking about. I love being praised. Your son kicks a goal, praise, man. It's a great thing. But I think that when people run into me in lobbies, or they question me, or they're like, oh my god, Bun, you're the greatest thing ever. Guys, I really do love the support, and I know what you guys mean, and I'm glad you guys look up to me, at least some of you guys, you twisted individuals, I love you. But understand, I'm just another dude. Where I may succeed, I just took an opportunity. There's a lot of other commentators out there that are far better than me. I don't even understand why I have this subscribers. I'm not going against it. It's been a blessing to me. Honestly, when I think of YouTube, I look at it as a blessing. It was a gift. I was so lucky to have it. It was a right opportunity, right timing. There's so many better commentators out there than I am. There are so many better personalities out there. I don't know what makes me special to be up in one of the higher tier sub counts. I don't know how I got where I am today, but I'm truly blessed and truly grateful for it. And I want to thank all you guys for that, because every one of you guys that watch these videos and like and favorite, the ones that have actually really, really gone out of the way to try to help by doing that kind of stuff without me even asking or whatever, you guys have just done so much for me you don't even know. Never in a million years with my downward, how I was growing up and how I was going, and I would have been like fucking homeless or something, guys. It would have been horrible. I was really the worst kind of guy. Maybe I can get into it in a commentary sometime. But I was just so down on life and everything like that, and YouTube just really opened it up for me and the possibilities. I'm moving into my apartment this week. I'm getting an apartment, guys. I never thought that would happen. Me being responsible is just never in the cards for me. But something like this came out of nowhere, and it was just a blessing. It's just as simple as I can put it. And the fact that we find out a little while back that Amanda can't have children without this medication or shots or whatever she needs, and it's like $10,000 or something just for the possibility to have a child. And being told you can't have a kid is rough. And because of YouTube, it's actually possible, guys. The only 3 goals I've ever had in my entire life is get married, have a place of my own, become the best father and husband possible. So that means have kids, have a place, and be married. And I've got 2 of those done now, guys. The third one is having a kid, and that is now possible due to YouTube. So I think it's a blessing, and I don't know what I did or where I was or who I blew to get where I am right now. But, you know, it's honestly amazing, and I want to thank you guys for that. But like I said, I want to get back on topic real quick before I start tearing up and jerking off. It's just one thing that one thing I really just dislike is being treated differently. I like people talking to me like I'm a normal person. You know, I don't want to be treated like a celebrity. I don't want to be treated like fucking Lady Gaga or some shit. Except for she probably has a bigger dick than I do. I honestly just want to be treated like another person, because not only because I feel like I don't deserve anything differently, but because we're all equal. Where I may be better at something, you may be better. So maybe I'm better at commentating than you, and that's just a maybe. Maybe I'm better at Call of Duty than you, and you really do love and value that. Maybe you're better than me at, you know, like I said, responsibility. That's one thing I really, really lacked. I mean, there's so many things that define a person, and where I succeed, you may fail, and where you succeed, I may fail. So I think everything is quite balanced in the world, and in all reality, I don't like seeing some of these commentators like idolized. I mean, if somebody was like, something was to happen right now, I mean, there are people out there that would go extremely crazy, and something would happen, and they'd like break down, and some of these guys are treated like celebrities. And the worst part about this, the worst thing that I hate is not when people like crazily idolize, because there's nothing wrong with having a hero. There's nothing wrong with looking up to people. I am glad that people look up to me, that enjoy my content. I like when people notice me. It feels like I've done something right. You know what I mean? My entire life I felt like I messed up so many things, and the fact when somebody notices me, that person remembered. I left a mark to them. They know my name, and that means I've impacted them somehow, and not in a sexual way. So it's just fucking amazing. And I just think that it's such an amazing thing. And the one thing that really does just blister my bumhole, the one thing that really does just upset me, is the fact that these guys, like I said, this is a blessing. The possibility that we're making even money, and some of these guys make a lot of money. I'm talking easily hundreds of $1,000s a year. I'm not joking. So, with some of these higher up YouTubers, some of these other Call of Duty commentators and stuff, they make so much money, and they still abuse the system. They still, I mean, they use you guys for likes and favorites. They don't put in the effort that they used to anymore. Everything's just given to them. And the fact that some of these guys have put on a mask, and you guys don't understand who they are, and they've used you guys. The fact that you guys are the source of our income and our possibilities and our success, and the fact that these people have the nerve to actually use you guys and manipulate you guys and cheat YouTube and everything like that, and they've gotten to where they are right now, just absolutely disgusts me, because it's a blessing in its own to be able to do this. And the fact that they want to that they're worrying about themselves and not being thankful for what they already have is just crazy. But, you know, like this goat right here, you know, I feel bad for it. And I honestly don't understand that. So I just want to let you guys know that I love everything you guys do for us. And if you ever run into me in a lobby, just say, hey, man, Pone, can you pick me up? I'll play with you. Go with it. Take that any way you want, too. And I love just hanging out. I love talking to people like normal. That's why I have my Twitter and stuff like that. I try to interact as much as I can. And I really do love this stuff. So remember that what we do is a job, but some of us take this seriously. Some of it use it the wrong way. And understand that maybe you shouldn't always kind of like idolize a guy, especially if you don't know who they really are or what kind of person they are. And I think part of that is the reason why some of these guys have this ego and these issues and want to be more money, and they think they're the best fucking thing in the world because they've got 500,000 subs. It's because we let them do that. We think they're so great, and we give them that ego boost they think they're God. So that's been my talk on that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Remember to rate up the video. Peace out, guys. Get it.